Start of the second term here, 4 points of difference. Thomson in front, 3-2 to 2-4, and it's Peter Moore and Dean Oakley once again. Peter Moore thumps it towards Aaron Broome, who ran off the half-forward flank. Clark's in there as well, breaks free, was going to go for a handball. Now he does. Outboard to Perkins, can probably run to 50, nearly kick the goal. Gripper goes in, and that's a good start for Bannockburn. Ashley Perkins, easy as you like, his second goal. They grab the lead, and that has come at the 22-second mark of the second term, and they go to 3-4-22. They lead Thomson at 3-2-20.
Cal, was that as direct as he wanted?
That's exactly as he asked.
He'll be smiling in the coach's box.
He's happy for a minute or so anyway.
But that was sensational. Clark just sheer body strength in the middle of the ground and got the ball to half forward and
on his own. Yeah, just out there on his own, and a nice goal.
So the ball back in the centre again. Once again, Moore, well, not quite as devastating a punch clear, but comes to ground, still in the centre of the ground. Handball comes to Thomson, to Humphrey. He gets the foot to the footy. Well, the two Forbes were going for it, and Marcus took the mark. Handball to, that was Johnny Mitchell, and he goes goalwards. In the goal square, the mark is not taken, and picking it up there is Robbie Giles. He clears it right across the face of goal, looking for the boundary, in fact finds it about 30 metres from the behind post. So players now, I think it's Matthew East getting it from underneath the motor car there, and the boundary umpire about to put the footy back in. A minute and a half gone, second quarter. A goal already to Bannockburn. 3-4, leads 3-2.
Forbes at the front of the ruck contest. Wentworth behind, got it down. Goes towards Colliger. Wentworth in there fighting hard for it again. Needs some support. Clark at the front of the pack and give it off to Colliger. But he elects to just stand there or block. Gives a couple of dummies and runs close to the boundary line. Gets a right foot kick away towards centre wing. Broome. The numbers with Thomson, but the boundary line will win the race. And it will be a throw-in right in front of our Cumbridge Rocks here on the southern side of the ground.
That had been Laurie to have let out for that one.
Laurie would have got a possession. Now a throw in. Oakley comes across with Moore. Moore, the big man in front. Oakley taps it over the back. Stein. Perkins is there as well. Handballs it off to a standing start. Colliger, short little kick to Dillon. Sets him a task. Picks it up on the half volley. Handball off Delahant running off the half back flank. Gives it away to Matty East in front now. Goes to the left foot kick. Great kick towards Andrews as well. Out in front. The drainer takes a great mark. And you would like to be on the end of those kicks all afternoon, wouldn't you, Matthew East? Whew.
Yeah, so as soon as Matty had it and was clear, I thought there was trouble for Thomson. It was certainly starting to look pretty ordinary. And I'll tell you what, the drainer, he's already missed one. He wouldn't think he'd missed two in a row.
Oh, you put the moz on him now. There you go. You have put the moz on him too.
That's the opposite side, what's more.
He's pushed the other way, so he's second behind. And that is the fifth for Bannockburn. They go to 3-5-23. And they lead Thomson 3-2-20. We've been playing 3 minutes in the second term. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard.
In those 3 minutes, Cal, there are some good looking signs for Bannockburn.
Yeah, they would have been disappointed they didn't convert that one into a goal.
Armstrong now brings the ball to the change room side. Up high, Perkins almost took the mark, comes to ground. Good tackle there from Clark, but following up there is Perkins again. He can't pick the footy up, and now it stacks on the mill, and between half-back flank and, it's almost half-back flank, the umpire will throw the ball up. About 50 metres from the Bannockburn goal, kicking to the eastern end. Up goes the footy, a lot of players around it. Naylor gets the tap down, comes toward Perkins, picked up by Clark on his non-preferred side. He's hooked it back fairly well. Is he going to keep it in play? Well, great mark there by Shane Andrews. About 5 metres from the behind post, and he's going to be hard against the boundary fence right at the moment, but he's 25 metres from the goal, the preferred side for a left footer, and moves in now. Runs into the field of play, hooks it again. What's the goal umpire going to tell us? Certainly didn't look too good from here. He's missed once again, Shane Andrews. So 3 behind so far is his personal tally. And on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, 3-6-24 Bannockburn. They lead Thomson 3-2-20 at 4.5 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Chris James on the ground and Rick Humphrey off, having a rest. Quarter time around the corner at Richmond Crescent, East Geelong 5-7-37. They lead Belmont Lions 4-2-26. So 11 points of difference at Richmond Crescent. Sabali Armstrong with a football here at Godfrey Street, straight down the middle. Looks for Jason Stein. Look at that kick. That's fantastic. 60 metres. Gives it off by hand to Mervyn. He goes on the left boot into the middle, looking for Christian Highland up against the bigger Clinton Shaw. Hits him on the head. Runs through the middle, James. And Fanning's there as well. Tried to get a handball free to Highland. He's ripped off the football, got Fanning in support again and goes with the left boot. No. Throw, said the umpire. How the hell could he see that behind? Sorry.
I think 15 players told him.
Oh, what's he doing? Unbelievable.
Half-time in Canberra. Kangaroos 8-10, St Kilda 5-7.
Delahant runs on now, goes with a right foot kick towards Harding, who goes up high, off the hands. Broome can handball it back to Harding, close to the boundary line, screws it around the corner. Bradley leads in the race to the football. Mervin's back there as well. Numbers with Thomson if they can get it away, but tapped on intelligently towards College. Oh, kick out of mid-air though is not very effective, and it's out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Bannockburn.
Very good play by Carroll there. Had no intention, just punched it forward with the left hand, and unfortunately College couldn't bend down. Ball comes back into play. Naylor takes the tap down back into the, well, Armstrong had one arm ping, gets the ball clear. Now it stacks on the mill. Finally players do get the footy out. Comes back to Miller, Mitchell, and takes the ball to centre wing. Bannockburn now back into the centre of the ground. Great tap down by Gadd to Matty East. East gets around on the left foot. Long kick into the forward line. Well, players coming through there. Clark crashed the pack. Good tackling there from the defence. Gets it clear to Christian Highland. Oh, another high tackle not seen by the umpire, and the ball back on centre wing. Carroll can't quite take the mark.
Did he pay advantage without actually blowing the whistle there?
Well,
it must be.
you'd have to suggest that's what happened, because it was a very high tackle, and the ball now out of bounds between wing and half forward, out of side. In comes again. Naylor at the back, gets the tap forward for Bannockburn. Running onto it there is College. He can't get to pick it up, but the ball is still going forward for Bannockburn until finally Dean Oakley picks it up. Kick off one step to centre wing. Good contest there. The man in front was Wentworth. Gets the ball toward David Watts. Threw it back into the field of play to Moore. He gets a handball over the top to Matty East. Another handball to Shaw. And Shaw at centre half back. Runs to the middle. Drives it long for Bannockburn into the forward line. Oh, gee, Andrews up before acceptances. But luck's of fortune. The ball falls back into his arms. Off a step, has a pot shot at goal from 40. He's hooked it right across the face. And it's out of bounds just beside the behind post. So at 7.5 minutes, second quarter, 3-2-20. Thomson on the Raiders bingo scoreboard. Trail Bannockburn 3-6-24.
Cry 5-1-31. They lead Geelong West 3-3-21 at the backyard. So 10 points the difference with Cry in front. Boundary throw in here at Godfrey Street. Back out for another throw in. This time about 40 metres around from Bannockburn's goal. They lead at the moment 3-5 to 3-2. So a throw in. Atchison and Nayland. Goes to the side of the pack. Mervyn, fresh air shot. In there, Nayland again. Gave it to Matty East. Left foot kick. Might have spotted Aaron Broome out the side of his eye. Goes towards Andrews as well, the drainer. Wants to get on that left foot. Breaks a tackle. Strength. Runs in. Can he goal? Oh, it looks pretty good.
Might have got that
it looks pretty good. Shane Andrews, his first after 3 behinds. And the fourth for Bannockburn. They go to 4-5-29. They lead Thomson 3-2-20. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played.
He had to get one there, Cal, didn't he? Like he's had 4 chances.
Yeah, eventually. And worrying signs here for Thomson. Their back line's under enormous pressure.
Showed some strength there, didn't he? Break a couple of tackles.
He sort of had a little bit of support there in I think it was Brett Harding was there, or Broome was there with him, but just sheer strength got between the two players. So umpire back in the centre. About to put the ball up once again. Moore doing ruck work against Oakley. Oakley gets this tap down. Coming through as Forbes. The handball comes to Highland. Highland for Thomson. Deep into the forward line. Good defensive work by Giles. Comes to ground. Picked up by Forbes. And that's
what he's
Luke,
paid money for.
And Luke has popped it right through the middle for his second goal. A very handy goal for the Thomson side. A good response. They now 4-2-26. They trail Bannockburn 4-6-30. Raiders bingo scoreboard. 9 minutes, second quarter.
Gee, I mean Bannockburn have had the ball up in their forward line for probably 6 of the 9 minutes, and in the space of 30 seconds.
Is that, isn't it?
It's a frustrating game sometimes.
Him and Brett Harding play the same sort of role, don't they? Just under the feet of the full forward, just kick goals. That's what they're there for. And Luke Forbes kicks his second. Back to the middle again. Oakley and Peter Moore. They do battle. Oh, Moore gets it down this time, goes towards Dylan, can't take it. Well, Armstrong and Fanning hit each other. And now Fanning on hands and knees, handball to Armstrong. Oh, handball sets Mervyn up, but slick handball to Stein. Gets around on his right boot. Wobbly kick towards centre half forward. Peacock makes it up. Forbes is there as well. Through the front of the pack, James can't pick it up. And off the ground, Marcus Forbes goes to brother Luke, does well. Handball outboard to John Mitchell running off the wing. He's at 40, closes in on goal, goes to the right foot. And he has missed one behind to John Mitchell Jr. And they go to 4-3-27 now, Thomson. Bannockburn 4, is it 4-5? 4-6-30. 4-6-30. So
Daniel Fanning ought to get fairly solid whack to the side there. He's feeling the effects.
Now from the kick in, comes to Mervyn at half forward for the Thomson side. Goes up to Mahara's got a hand to it. Roved by Marcus Forbes off the pack, right foot, which is a pretty good kick. And I think it's his first. And they're back in front, Thomson. They are. Marcus Forbes has kicked his first. And they go to 5-3-33. And they lead Bannockburn 4-6-30. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes played.
Cal, you couldn't doubt the quality of the game.
It's a great game. It's a great standard, and full credit to both sides. Just as I said a couple of minutes ago, I'm a good judge. I thought it might break open, and all of a sudden we look up and they're back. They're right back in it, Thomson.
Bell post till 2-5-17. Werribee 3-1-19 at Myers Reserve. So 7 scoring shots to 4.
Still waiting on the North Geelong
Waiting
score.
on North
That's
Geelong,
the interesting one.
Dick's probably suppressing it or something out there, knowing the big man. Back in the middle. Oakley and Moore having a great battle in the ruck. This is great to watch. They do battle again. They go up. Moore gets it down this time. Fryer, great handball came from Broome. Strength, got it to David White. Left foot kick towards Andrews. Pushed off the ball. Gans back there, leads Harding in the race to the footy. Harding's pretty quick. Oh, Atchison just picks it up. Close to bench line. Happy to see it over.
Oh, gee, I tell you what.
Just walked over the line.
Very lucky not to get that given against him.
And a throw in about 15 metres around from the Bannockburn goal.
So how often do you see that, Cal? You walk over the line, the free kick is paid, but
if that was in Melbourne, it would have been paid.
Ball comes in. Oh, over the top there was
Rowan.
Rowan gets the tap down, picked up by Mervyn again. Very good at ball level. Gets it back to the centre line. Moore almost takes the mark, brings it to ground. But it's a handball from Thomson, a bit indiscriminate, went to Shaw of Bannockburn, back towards half forward Mervyn. Oh, great spoil there by Broome. Comes to ground, Carroll again, shovels it forward. Bannockburn just desperate, trying to get it forward. Mitchell, handball to Rowan. Rowan off one step, goes towards the centre of the ground. In good position there is Moore for Bannockburn. Just a kick behind the game. Plays on there with the handball to Mick Turner. Turner long to the outer side. Oh, gee, that's great vision because College is out there on his own. Takes the mark, plays on quickly on the left foot, kicks it toward full forward. But in front there was Aaron Bradley. Great anticipation and has taken the chest mark. Drives it wide now, Bradley. So the lead out there, and it's Greg Mervyn. Called a play on by the umpire. Handball to Johnny Mitchell, doing well into the centre of the ground, over the head of Gadd, but the ball comes back to him, picks it up, drives it back towards centre half forward for Bannockburn. In front is Carroll. Mark not paid, comes to ground to Clark. Handball over the top to Perkins. This number 3 just strolls into the head of the goal square, and Ash Perkins has kicked his 3rd for the game, and it's now Bannockburn's 5th. Bannockburn 5-6-36. Lead Thomson 5-3-33. Raiders bingo scoreboard 13.5 minutes, second quarter.
How was the front and centre from Damien Clark? How good was it?
Just positioned perfectly. And,
knew it was going to come off the front of the pack and just shuffled the handball out. So, back in the middle.
Ball back in the middle with the umpire. Moore and Oakley about to do it all again. Up it goes. Moore gets a tap down. Fanning certainly being hampered by that leg injury. Does pick it up. Kicks, well, he can barely kick the footy. Tries to find Nick Maharis. Coming through the pack there strongly is Maharis, but only comes to Stephen Gadd in the centre of the ground. Drives towards full forward. Andrews can't take the mark. Coming through strongly is Naylor. Can't take the footy, but he gets hold of it. Gets to Perkins once again. But finally, Dale Menzies in defence. Little handball to Gann. Over the top to Mitchell. Mitchell to Gann, who's followed up. He kicks the ball on the left foot to centre wing. Mark not taken out there by Oakley. And Moore runs back onto it. Can he pick it up? He can't. Finally does. Gets a little handball to David White. He tries to kick it off the ground. And picked up by Zane Carroll. And he's thrown. Is it over the boundary line? It is. and out on true centre wing, outer side. 14.5 minutes second quarter. 5-6 Bannockburn, 5-3 Thomson.
I know his dad's standing in front of us, but I think they've got to get Daniel Fanning off, don't they?
I think so. I think so.
Back into play. Comes back towards that Mervyn. Can't pick it up at half back. Needs to shuffle a handball out. Can't do so. Umpire says it's held to him, and it will be a ball up on the point of the centre square at half forward for Bannockburn. They lead 5-6. Thomson 5-3.
They might have run it out. He's with freer now. It certainly looks like a cork side to me.
Moore goes up high, gets it down. Armstrong runs back with a fly to the footy. Clark, though, at the bottom again, gets it away. Right foot kick up towards Andrews and Bradley. Bradley goes up early and sees it through for one behind. To Bannockburn, they go to 5-7-37. They lead Thomson 5-3-33. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes played.
So Sabali Armstrong recovers the football once again, and a very high quality game here between the two top sides. Armstrong looks for options. Which way is he going to go? I think he's going to finally come to the change room side. The lead there is from Stein. In front there is the Colleger. Can't take the mark. Broom picks it up. Handball to White. White can't pick it up. Nook and Highland. Ball finally comes clear. Clark again. Beautiful handball through the little gap to Colleger. And Colleger has missed from 25 out. And he's not happy because golden opportunity begging there for the Bannockburn side. Another behind. 5-8-38. Lead Thomson 5-3-33. 16.5 minutes gone. Second quarter on the Raiders bingo scoreboard.
Armstrong from fullback again. Looks to go short to Aaron Bradley. Takes the mark and give it off to Spud running past, but he elects to just hold it up. Go with the right foot now towards that Peacock and also Stein. Peacock had his name written on it and took the mark in between half back and centre wing. Nick Maharis gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Might be over his head. Stephen Gadd, if you don't mind. Oh, should have been a mark. Mervyn at the front of the pack. Handballs it back to Sabali Armstrong. Goes to the right foot kick. Back to whence it came. Forbes goes up. Can't take the mark off hands. Through the middle was James. Got it back by foot to Mitchell. Had it. Lost it. Now Aaron Broom. They may turn it over. Free kick. High tackle. And it's going to go to Thomson. No, sorry, Bannockburn. And it will be Aaron Broom. Gives it off to Mick Turner. By hand, he goes with a little left foot kick out wide towards Zane Carroll, who runs on. Goes a left foot kick, wobbly punt towards half forward, but it's okay. Harding in front takes the mark. At 50, goes to the right foot, puts it up high, brings rain. Peacock getting back there, and Andrews, they go up. It's off hands. Goes to the side of the pack. Perkins is in the pocket. He and Bradley fight for it. It's out of bounds, and it will be a throw in. Quarter time out at North Geelong. It is the Magpies 4-3-27. They trail Anarchy 5-2-32, so a close one out there as well at Osborne Park. Boundary throw in here at Godfrey Street in the right forward pocket for Bannockburn. Nayland gives it to the front. Gets a kick away too towards the top of the square. Andrews runs out. Can't pick it up. Run through the middle. Matty East does well on the left. Had it, lost it. Took too long. Rowan got a handball out. Mick Gann just wants the safety of the boundary line. He goes there and nearly hits Peter Dole to the runner on the head. Bannockburn run up, but it's out of bounds now for a throw in at half forward for Bannockburn. And it will be a boundary throw in.
Ball thrown in, half forward flank for Bannockburn. Fairly short throw, picked up by Colleger. He's thrown to the ground. The handball comes clear to Highland. Highland of Thomson now. Drives along the wing. Forbes in front. Got out of position, got back into position, took a strong mark against McTurner. On the left foot now, drives towards the full forward position. Coming in over the top there was Shaw. Can't take the mark, but picks it up. Looks for the safety of the boundary line, even though there was 3-1 for Bannockburn out there. But the ball is over the boundary line, 30 metres from the behind post, now deep in the forward line for Thomson. So the ball, Kel, is moving from end to end fairly freely.
Yes, Eric, yeah. Settled down a bit, just the pace is just slightly off the last couple of minutes.
Ball thrown in once again. Comes to the ground, the Henderson, Wentworth it is, off his hands. It's over the boundary line. Bannockburn gained about 10 metres in their defensive area. So it's half-back flank now. Ball thrown in once again. Moore, well, he's looked for the safety of the boundary once again. It's only 19 minutes in the quarter. Surely you don't go defensive at this stage, Cal. So it's out of bounds once again. Boundary umpire, third time. In it comes. This time Lassick in the ruck for the Thomson side. Came to Highland. Marcus Forbes tries to punch it forward. Good work there from Matty East. Just weaved his throw through the pack, looks for an option out wide, but he can't find one. It's all Thomson out there, picked up by Sabali Armstrong. I'll tell you what, he had the goals in his sight, but good work by Zane Carroll. He's impeded chasing the footy there. no free kick. I don't know whether either umpire was in charge then. The ball was in between them. The ball has come to ground, picked up by, that was Luke Forbes. Heads back towards the full forward position and off just above the knee, perhaps from Mick Turner. It's out of bounds. 20 minutes gone, second quarter. Roaders Bingo scoreboard, Thomson 5-3-33. They trail Bannockburn 5-8-38.
Boundary throw in right forward pocket for Thomson. Shaw at the back, goes to the front of the pack. Mervin's there, and Menzies goes to the side, or great smothered by Clark. Mitchell back close to half forward in the boundary line. Clark sees him over, and it will be thrown in. So about 45 metres around from the Thomson goal. We'll have another boundary throw in. Peacock's worked his way down there to do the ruck work against Moore. Neither can get an effective tap. Falls in the arms of James. He kicks it miles in the air. And going at Nick Maharis, can't take the mark. Mervins puts on a tackle. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Nearly 21 minutes played in the second term. And it is 5-8-38. Bannockburn Thomson 5-3-33.
What looked like a free-flowing quarter, Cal, it's all of a sudden become very defensive.
It has, and because it's such a hectic pace in that first quarter, so...
Shaw kicks it away, but Dean Oakley takes the mark at true half forward flank, gives it away to Mervyn by hand, goes inboard looking for Rob Lazick, takes the mark, can run on too and get around the umpire. He does so now at 50. Oh, shocking kick off the boot though. Mick Turner might get there first, might see the safety boundary line because the Forbes boys come at him. And he sees it over. And he wasn't going anywhere else but the boundary line then either, Mick. But
well, I think he's discovered the umpire's not paying it.
You're not paying it, that's right. At the other end, Andrew Atchison did the same thing.
Good reading.
Boundary throw in to the front of the pack. Free kick over the shoulder. And the umpire's paid it to somebody because he hasn't pointed in either direction, but it's going to go to Peter Moore now.
The umpire's the only one who knew it was going to.
Yes.
He hadn't told anyone.
And Peter Moore gives it off by hand to Mick Turner, runs behind him in the 10 metre square, goes short to Ross Dillon, can play on now, run through half back, go towards the centre of the ground. Marty Rowan gets a hand to it and then picks it up again, leaves it for Sabali Armstrong, tries to run through the middle. Colliger also tries to run through there. Falls to the side of the pack. Oakley had it and lost it. Rowan on hands and knees as well. They're fighting for it. Mitchell gives it out to Mervyn. Mervyn with a left foot kick long towards Maharis and Forbes. 2 out. Turner, but through the hands of Troy Maharis does well. Mick Turner, good experience. The safety of the boundary line across at half back he wants, but it might not get there. Torpedo punt. Highland picks it up. He's got Nick Maharis in support short. Good vision. Short and finds Dean Oakley. Handballs it off towards Christian Highland, can run in from 35 on the boundary line, sets it up. Peter Moore's back there, the big man. Did he get a hand to it? Yes, he did. And it's through for one behind to Thomson. They go to 5-4-34. And Bannockburn 5-8-38. Roaders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes played.
Well, it's really developing into a tight contest, Cal, isn't it?
Yeah, this is nothing in this whatsoever now.
From the kick in, Clark for Bannockburn has taken the mark on half-back flank. Looking for options further up the ground on the right foot. Goes towards centre wing. Gadd playing well up the ground today has taken the mark on centre wing. And Gadd of Bannockburn now. Drives back towards centre half forward. Good looking kick in front. Aitchison, nail it, used the body, got the footy. Off one step, drives it toward the full forward position. Andrews in front. Well, he looked for the free kick and didn't get it. And the ball fell into the arms there of Bradley and the mark was paid. Comes back towards half-back flank and actually as he fell to the ground, Perkins almost took a miraculous mark, but finally for Thomson comes to centre wing. Gadd again on the left hand. Nice little handball across to Wentworth, across now to Shaw. Shaw runs through the middle, drives it long for Bannockburn. The leads from Andrews, but great work there by Bradley in defence, gets the ball to the ground. Oakley can't pick it up. Carroll comes through the pack, picks it up on the left foot now. Oh, goodness gracious, what a pass, 100 metres in the air. But the bloke in front happens to be Brett Harding, and the value there of leading and being in front takes a comfortable chest mark. So about 50. Take a very good kick from there, but this young man is quite capable of doing just that. He's gone back, taken the long run up for a change, and Brett Harding now with the man on the mark. Well, he's just inside 50. Brett Harding comes in. Not a bad looking kick. He's got underneath it. It's gone across the face of goal. In the middle of the pack, that looked like Naylor. Put the two hands up and just sheer strength. He stood his ground and has taken a strong mark 3 metres out. Fairly acute angle. And the opportunity here for the Bannockburn side. What a great contest he and Aitchison are having up there.
Very even, isn't it?
You know, you don't get many better centre-half backs in this league than Aitchison, and he's putting on a fine display. This young man, he's standing up today in a great contest one-on-one. So Naylor, from 3 metres out, moves in. Puts the ball on the boot. I tell you what, he has not missed it. Straight through the middle, and a very, very handy goal close to half-time for the Bannockburn side. First goal for the day to Ben Naylor. And on the Raiders Bingo scoreboard, 6-8-44 Bannockburn. They move slightly in front now of Thomson, 5-4-34. 25 minutes gone in the second quarter.
So Daniel Fanning back on the ground, James off, back to the middle. Forward pocket, as his father said, because he's got a corky and he can't really run. He's still ginger down there. Clinton Shaw goes to pick him up.
So it's not a bad place to be out in the ground. If you've got to run it out, you've got to run it out, perhaps run him on the ball.
Back in the middle, Lazic up against Moore. Moore gets it down. Clark runs back with the ball. Mervyn tried to get a handball away. Got it away to Perkins. Goes towards half forward. Carroll and Armstrong. There, Peacock as well. And 13 line, he gets it. Handball. He read that better. Goes towards Oakley. He and Stein both wanted to get it, but then they lost it. Stein ducks his head and doesn't get a free kick. Umpire said play on now over the top. Stein shuffles it out to Peacock, over to Mervyn. Handball was great to Lazic. In traffic, goes to the right foot kick. Wobbly punt towards half forward. Open spaces. The Forbes brothers go out there. Luke leads Wentworth. Marcus comes across in support. And Luke does well. Breaks away and goes on the left boot. Drills it towards Troy Maharis. Great play. Luke Forbes. And gives it to Troy Maharis 45 metres out directly in front.
Kel, it's the first occasion Troy Maharis really has got away for the game.
That's right, he's been held really well up until now.
So the league's leading goal kicker got the footy now, 40 metres out directly in front. The opportunity to, bring the ball game back to within a goal once again. On the left foot, moves in. I tell you what, can't kick this fella too well. Right through the middle. Troy Maharis, it's his first for the day, but it's the 6 for the Thomson side, and that's the all-important statistic at this point. Raiders Bingo scoreboard, Thomson 6-4-40. They trail Bannockburn 6-8-44, and we've been going 27 minutes in this second quarter.
He's still cringing about that comment too, Peter, that he couldn't kick 10 goals later. Not you, Peter, Peter Walker. And you don't see that too often either. Paul Wentworth off the ground to be replaced by Tom Mullane Grant, who's coming on, and he is wearing number 53, listed as 57 in the record, but he is wearing 53, straight to Luke Forbes, I would think, and the boys played interleague football together last year too, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. Back in the middle, Oakley runs off the wing, and Stein just holds it up there. You're going to have to be careful, he might get holding the ball. Still in the middle, Carroll runs through, Moore, Stein in there again, fighting hard, tried to shuffle it out. Somehow it gets out now. And getting a quick kick away with Zane. Carroll goes towards centre-half forward. Nailon does well. Handball off towards Broome. Runs through. Handball further afield towards Perkins. Lazic gets back there. Perkins on the left. Kick was smothered. Goes back to him though. And he's got some support off the ground. Andrews goes into the goal square. They've got the numbers, Bannockburn, but great play. Thomson defence to try and bowl it up. Clark still there. Harding into the goal square. And it's kicked through for a goal by Ashley Perkins. His fourth. So he'd worked his way down from half forward into the goal square and kicks his fourth. And that is the 7th for Bannockburn. They go to 7-8-50. They lead Thomson 6-4-40. Raiders Bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes played.
In the light of the fact the first quarter went 28 minutes, Cal, that's a crucial goal at the 28-minute mark.
It is. It is. Suddenly it's a 2-goal buffer, basically, isn't it?
Scrappy goal too from the middle, from the middle of the ground to the forward line.
It was the old-fashioned guts and determination, wasn't it? You know, it was nothing very, very good looking about it, but the goal's on the board. In the middle once again, Moore, huge tap forward for Bannockburn, running onto it as Colliger, picks it up, long handball to Perkins once again. This is pretty much what happened the first bounce of the quarter. Perkins, this time he's outside 50, a nice little chip pass, but unfortunately he's picked out Rod Peacock perfectly.
I reckon might be playing on him too.
So Peacock, well, there's the, oh goodness gracious, what a fatal mistake there for Thomson, but unfortunately Ross Dillon can't capitalise on it, and his snap from 20 metres out on the angle has gone astray. So under behind there to Ross Dillon, and the 9th for Bannockburn. 7-9-51, they lead Thomson 6-4-40. Raiders Bingo scoreboard, second quarter, 29 minutes gone. Armstrong short to Nick Maharis in the back pocket. Wants to switch play, goes back to Armstrong, has to stretch, takes the mark in the left back pocket. Now Armstrong, short kick to Rowan, no, play on, said the umpire. So he has to shuffle it back to Armstrong.
He's got some support. Lazic got it away to Armstrong. They're away. They're out of trouble. He takes a bounce, runs through centre half back, measures the pass to the leader, Troy Maharis, a long way up the ground, takes the mark. Wants to play on quickly, is called to play on now. Goes a left foot kick, wobbly punt towards centre half forward Forbes. Luke in the back and plays on. Gets away from Tom Malone Grant. Which way's it going to bounce? Dale Menzies in a goal, and a goal. If you don't mind, Luke Forbes, his third. And, well, the quick reply. We didn't know which way it was going to bounce. We're all waiting here with bated breath, but it's the 7th for Thomson. And his third, 7-4-46, Bannockburn 7-9-51.
Half-time AFL, Hawthorn 10-6, lead West Coast 3-3.
It's all over.
They've continued on with a good form, West Coast.
They've got 17 players out. They nearly called you during the week, Kel, didn't they? But so leading quite comfortably, Hawthorn. But here, it's only 5 points of difference.
We've got the close one.
We have. Stick with us. Lazic and Moore in the middle again. Lazic gets it down this occasion. Stein gets a kick away over the head of Fanning and also Shaw. Forbes is there as well, or leaves it behind now. Fanning had it lost at handball off to great to Nick Maharis. Was going to go with a handball. Then he goes to a left foot kick towards Dale Menzies, who takes the mark at half forward. Oh, be careful, Steve Delahan. He's got Oakley just on his outboard if he wants to get him. No, the lead's on from Luke Forbes. Go to the man in form. Gets a push in the back, played for it. Got it. Oh, the Logies must be on tomorrow night. And he's got the free kick and we'll shoot it up for goal number 4. Well, he got pushed in the back, but he made sure the umpire saw it from 35 metres away.
Yes.
And it's a cute angle on the wrong side for a left footer, but we'll see how he goes. He's kicked 3 goals, 1 this afternoon, and this will put them back in front by a point. He comes in now, he runs out a couple of steps, and then he kicks the goal. Good play, Luke Forbes, his 4th. And that is the 8th for Thomson. They go to 8-4-52. Bannockburn 7-9-51. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. 32 minutes played. Well,
vital goal, that one.
It was.
As I say, 2 and they're back in front again.
We reckon a goal at the 28-minute mark was crucial for Bannockburn.
The 2 since then.
Thomson kicked 2 in, it's now 31 minutes. Perhaps the timekeepers have arrived for the second quarter. 32 minutes, just ticked over. So a long quarter, but there's certainly been about 10 goals kicked, so that probably accounts for the longer quarter. Back with the umpire in the centre of the ground. Up it goes. Moore gets the tap clear, down to Broome. Broome eludes Rowan there. Runs a fair way as the siren sounds now to end the first half here at Godfrey Street. The Raiders Bingo scoreboard at half-time. Thomson 8-4-52. Lead Bannockburn 7-9-51. Can't be any closer.
So in that second term, Thomson kicked 5 goals 2, and Bannockburn kicked 5 goals 5. And it is 1 point the difference at half-time. The goal kickers for Thomson, 4 to Luke Forbes and singles to Marcus Forbes, Troy Maharis, Nick Maharis and Dean Oakley. While for Bannockburn, 4 to Ashley Perkins and singles to Ben Naylan, Shane Andrews and to Brett Harding. And some half-time scores from the AFL quickly, Eric.
Just Carlton 10-8 lead Brisbane 3-7, and as we've already mentioned, Hawthorn 10-6 lead West Coast 3-3, and in Canberra, Kangaroos 8-10, St Kilda 5-7.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have a Where Are They Now segment this afternoon. Eric, you're talking to?
Well, the old-time North Geelong people will remember Clive Wonder War.
So Wonder War will be the special guest with Eric on the other side of this break, and then we'll be back with the second half of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon between Thomson and Bannockburn. It's a point the difference with Thomson in front, 8-4-52 to 7-9-51. You're listening to Geelong Radio 100.3 FM, your home of local football.